Rose plant is a very beautiful winter's flowering plant that can be grown from cuttings and also from seeds. As the winter season is just going to start, therefore in this video, I am going to show you rose plant care before winters. If you apply these tricks and tips on your rose plant before winters, then the plant also blooms very heavily all the winters long. So let's talk about these care tips one by one. For the first and the most important thing is to prune your rose plant. Removal of dead and dried branches out of your rose plant helps the plant to boost its new growth healthily. You can use any cutter or pruner for this purpose, but make sure it is fully disinfected. Cut off all the dead and dried branches and some of the leaves that have black patches and looks unhealthy. All of these patches are caused by temperature effects and nutrients deficiency that we will also solve in this video. After a long summer season, now the rose plant requires a new pot and a new soil medium that also makes it more strong and resistant. For the next most important care for the rose plant is to make a nutritional soil mixture for rose plant. Rose plant is a heavy feeder and requires a very well-draining soil mixture. For this we are going to use many useful ingredients. First ingredient is sandy soil, that is fully dry. If you dry out the soil, then there is no chance of fungus. If your soil is a clay soil, then add some sand in it to make it loose. I am also using cocoa peat in this rose plant soil mixture. Cocoa peat makes the soil soft, loose, well-draining and porous. For the roots, that encourages the new growth on rose plant. I am also using a part of compost that makes its immunity strong. Compost have many micronutrients that keeps the rose plant healthy and well growing. You can also buy it from the description box or you can also make it at home. Both links are added in the description box and I button. Here a last ingredient that you must use, it is cinnamon powder that keeps the fungal issues away from the rose plant. Rose plant produces many buds and flowers in winters, if you provide it these basic cares before winters. Preparing your rose plant for its growing season is very helpful to keep multiple problems away. Therefore, I have also made a detailed article on rose plant winter's care, that helps you to understand the importance of these points more clearly. The link of the article is added in the description that you can check later. Moving towards our next point, that is repotting. You must repot your rose plant before winters, because the plant have more space in a new container to grow many roots. I am using a bigger clay pot that works best for roses. For the repotting, you must need to take care of few things. Make sure the environment is not so hot. Always repot your rose plant in the evening time. It helps the rose plant to recover from the transplant shock faster. Another thing is not to damage the roots. Simply take it out of the pot and place root bowl into the new soil. Simply add more soil that we have made a few minutes ago. After filling the pot with the soil, slightly hit the pot with the ground to remove air gaps. Lastly, watering is very important after the repotting of rose plant. If you leave the plant as it is, then it goes under a stress condition that takes a very long time to recover. Make the whole soil evenly moist and also sprinkle some water over the leaves. Repotting of rose plant before winters helps the plant to grow more fastly. Lastly, now place the rose plant under a shade to make it recovered from the transplant shock. After few days, you can move it to a sunny location for further healthy growth. The rose plant care before winters is very important to give a healthy boost to its growing season. It helps the rose plant to produce multiple branches and flowers all around the winters. Hope you find these care tips useful, and for any question leave a comment below. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to stay connected.